Hey, teenagers, young people, thank you so much for coming back again and again. We are at Ask George Uncle episodes. Shoot your questions on askgeorgeuncle@gmail.com or on my Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp. You have all of that. Just send it to me. It's a very interesting question. If any situation goes wrong, my group of friends always put the blame on me. For example, if the food was bad in a restaurant that we all went to eat, it is my fault because I chose the place. How do I deal with situations like this? There are so many angles to this question, but I just want to first focus on the positiveness. The positive part of it is that you are a leader. You're definitely a leader, and that's why for a whole group that you are, making a decision and taking that group to a restaurant, and you're saying, hey, this is a good place, just come, and things like that. You're an amazing leader. You're an amazing leader that you're able to even make people follow you, and you're able to take them to a restaurant, and you take them to that restaurant and have food. I mean, that's fantastic. You're a leader. But please understand, as a leader, that when things go wrong, you have to take the ownership. You have to take the ownership. Why? You're the one who decided. If you are the one who decided to be at that restaurant, I'll come to that other angle later. Yeah, if you're the one who decided to be at the restaurant and you convince them that the food is very good, maybe for you the food is very good. There are certain places that I can take some of my children and say the food is very, very great and fantastic and things like that. It's up to my liking, but not to their liking. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to give the benefit of the doubt here, and you need to just say, hey, maybe you guys didn't like it. That's why you're blaming me. I'm sorry. Maybe next time I will not make a decision about choosing the restaurant. I'm sorry. You have to take the ownership. You have to take the ownership. Now, what if your group made a decision to a restaurant and then you came alongside and maybe you were involved, maybe a slight part on making that decision to that restaurant, but now the blame is everything coming on you, kind of a place. Now this is where it's very easy to react to it and just say, hey, I didn't make any decisions. He asked me yes, and so I said yes, and that's all I said, and they will all say, yeah, you said yes, right? And that's all they would. People always want other people to be blamed. Please understand that. Nobody wants to take the ownership. Now here in a situation like this, you need to understand, it's not about taking ownership. It's not about you taking the ownership and saying that, okay, it's my mistake, I said yes to it and things like that. No, it's a small part of it. That's all it is. But it's not your fault. Since it's not your fault, whatever they say, this is where you need to shake off the dust, off your feet and walk away. I don't care kind of an attitude. Where you just said, hey guys, it is not my fault, sorry. And they made a decision, you guys made a decision, and I just said yes, and I just came alongside and things like that, So don't take it too personally, They might blame and things like that, and just say, don't accept the blame. Then you say, I'm sorry guys, that's not my blame. Don't blame me at all, That's not my fault. If they say, no, it's your fault. If you want to say, keep saying it, don't prop. But I will not accept it, and I'm moving on. Again, you need to be very confident and restful deep inside as you begin to walk in dicey situations. If these situations is going to kind of trigger you and you try to get very upset and you come back home and you have not slept and you're writing messages to different people and they are now telling you different other angles to it and you get fuming deep inside, that's not very great. That's where you want to be a little careful about that. Great question, but please understand there are two angles that I talked about it. If it's your decision, take ownership of it. If it's not your decision, shake it off. I don't care, and just walk away. Thank you so much for shooting your questions. Keep shooting your questions.